Hey, good looking. Want to see what we have cooking today in my kitchen? Well, grab a hold of that vine, swing onto my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Today, we're doing the part 2 of doing the Sous Vide chuck roast, and we're serving it up 5 different ways. So here's the other part. Now, in part 1 of the Sous Vide chuck roast, I showed you how we could either have it as a chuck roast supper or as deli style shaved roast beef. Now, for the third recipe that I'm going to be showing you, it's going to be a copycat version of an Arby's French dip sandwich. So let's go ahead and let's get started with that recipe. Oy vey, it's so soy vey. Remember all that nice juice that was in the food saver bag and we drained it into our saucepan? Well, we're just gonna sit there and add some more French onion soup mix, the dry package type, to this, and we're gonna take it over to the stove, heat it all up, and there's our dipping sauce. So I went up in my cupboard and I grabbed some of my French onion soup mix. Now I'm going to sit there and grab a teaspoon, and we're going to sit there and put about a good hefty teaspoon or so in the sauce here, and we're going to take it over to the stove and just heat it up. But I also want you to sit there and give it a taste test to see if you might have to add a little bit more of the French onion soup seasoning mix or pepper. So there's our French onion soup mix. Mix it all in and take it over to the stove and warm it up. Now this is a little tip that I want to share with you guys. If you lay your French fries down first and then put your bun on top of your fries, they won't be soggy. So remember that when you're sitting there making a little fake out takeout meal for your family, remember that little tip and trick. Serve it all up on top of your fries. So with that being said, I'm just going to set their basket off to the side, and we're going to go on and prepare the French dip sandwich. Now go ahead and grab some provolone cheese, and we're going to sit there, and I like putting it on both sides of my meat. So I kind of layer it right in the center because we're going to zap these in the micro, or you could sit there and put it on a panini press and the cheese will melt evenly with all the roast beef here. So grab some of the roast beef, be good and generous. It's your family. Okay, now I'm going to sit there and heat that all up, and that's going to be one sandwich down. I still have the jus to sit there and put into a little sauce container, so we'll be right back with that as well. And there you go. That's how easy it was to do yourself a copycat version of Arby's French dip sandwiches. Okay, so you want a copycat version of Arby's roast beef sandwich. That's not a problem either. Remember all that juice that we drained out of our food saver bag? Well, we put it in our saucepan, and now we simply have to add 1 package of onion soup mix. Well, with the recipe I used prior to this, and I'll be sure to leave an iCard up above of that recipe, and that was using a package of the French onion soup mix, which I use this. Well, that's already been added. And then we're going to be sitting there adding to that a little bit of garlic powder, salt and pepper, and the secret ingredient, some brown sugar. So let's go ahead, add that brown sugar, and now let's add the garlic powder. Let's give that all a good stir. Okay, I just want to give you a little tip and trick. If you lay your sandwich on top of your fries, your sandwiches won't get soggy when you're serving a little fake-out, take-out meal such as this to your family. Now, let's go ahead and put some of this roast beef right down inside of this luscious sauce. Stir it all up so it's all evenly coated. Now, I'm going to sit there and put it right on top of my roll right here. Fold the sandwich back over. And now, I also like to get out a little bowl or cup and give them just a little extra sauce in case they want to dip it in. Okay, so you want to sit there and do another fake-out, take-out meal of Arby's, and you want to sit there and have a roast beef and cheddar sandwich. That's no problem either. Go ahead and grab yourself a bun. Now, you could sit there and either use the cheddar cheese sauce that I can, and I'll be sure to leave an iCard up above, or you can simply take good old American processed cheese, and I like to sit there and double layer it and put a good portion of your meat. And also, here's a good tip, so your buns and stuff don't get soggy, put them on top of your french fries. Your buns are never going to get soggy, especially if you're doing a little fake-out, take-out meal, is what I'm doing here for my family. And give a good generous amount of meat. And then we're going to top it with our bun. And I'm going to put that over and hand it off to Chef Mike, and he'll be bringing it back to me, and my family can sit down and eat. And there you go. There's your beef and cheddar. Oy vey! That was really sous vide. Now, I showed you how we could sit there and just enjoy a chuck roast as a chuck roast supper, or how we could sit there and have it as deli-style shaved roast beef, or I sat there and showed you how we could sit there and have a fake-out, take-out copycat meal of a Arby's roast beef sandwich or a Arby's cheddar and roast beef sandwich or an Arby's French dip sandwich. So there you go. 5 easy ways of making one chuck roast into 5 delicious recipes. Now, if you liked what you saw here today, give me a big old thumbs up. And if you're a new subscriber, hey, welcome to the channel. And if you're not a subscriber yet, please go up above, hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you'll always be notified every time I do put out a new video. And thank you for taking the time watching my video. Happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatings. And y'all come back now. You hear?